In our top stories, dissatisfaction expressed at protesting youth and the Chinese launched their first female astronaut into space. Good afternoon. The president of the South African Youth Council, Thulani Tifuta, has condemned disruptions by the youth during the official proceedings of the National Youth Day celebrations in Port Elizabeth. ANC Youth League members sang and chanted throughout the event, calling for the league's expelled leader, Julius Malema, to be reinstated. Chifuta says this action disrespects the youth of 1976.
We are very disturbed by the disruptions that we have witnessed in the proceedings of the National Youth Day today. These disruptions are actually distasteful to us because they are throwing an egg to the selfless struggles of generations of young people that came before us, and they are not serving the interests of the current generation of young people. And we are saying what we have witnessed here is what is leading young people in other parts of the country, like in Craddock, disrespectful young people, to demolish the graves and the tombstones of the leaders of Craddock 4.
IFP leader Inkosi Mangosuthu Buthelezi has blamed the ANC for creating a culture of entitlement, disrespect for authority, lawlessness and ill discipline among young people. He was addressing the party's Youth Day commemoration rally at Mbonambi in northern KwaZulu-Natal. The IFP leader also warned that the country was sitting on a ticking time bomb with the huge unemployment rate among young people. Buthelezi blamed the ANC's alliance partner, COSATU, for stalling the implementation of the youth wage subsidy announced by President Jacob Zuma early this year.
But those who suffer by far the most are you, the youth of our country. While the unemployment rate in South Africa is 25%, unemployment among young people is 49%. Look, this is almost 50%. While many young people want to work, only half of them can get a job. A university education is expensive, and yet it does not hold even the promise of work. We are told you need experience to get a job, but you can't get experience unless you work. The government's youth wage subsidy has been stalled by the ANC's alliance partner, COSATU.
Deputy Higher Education Minister Mduduzi Manana says young people have been made to believe that tenders are the way to live a better life. Manana was addressing SASCO members gathered at the Nelson Mandela University at George in the Southern Cape in celebration of Youth Day. He's urged young people to empower themselves through education. Manana Public Enterprises Minister Malusi Gigaba are some of the ANC leaders who are in the Southern Cape to commemorate the day. Further afield, China has sent its first female astronaut into space. A rocket has lifted off, taking Liu Yang and two male colleagues to the Tiangong Space Lab. They will spend over a week living and working on the vessel, testing new systems and conducting a number of scientific experiments. The BBC's Damien Grammaticus reports.
China's Long March rocket blasted off from its launch pad on the edge of the Gobi Desert into a clear blue sky. The event was broadcast live nationwide, an onboard camera beaming pictures of the three crew, including Major Liu Yang. She's 33, has one child, and used to fly transport planes in China's Air Force. Speaking before liftoff, she said she was representing China's millions of women, adding she yearned to experience the wondrous environment of space and gaze on the motherland.
And finally, back home, the Top Gear Festival at the Moses Mabhida Stadium in Durban has kicked off with a bang. A driving stunt known as Double the Loop or the Deadly 720 has thrilled more than 13,000 fans packed at the arena event. This is the first time a Top Gear show has been held in a stadium. The two-day motoring spectacular continues tomorrow, as Dashan Moodley reports.
It's been a thrilling afternoon at day one of the Top Gear Festival in Durban. The city centre is a hive of activities as audiences flock to the event. The weather gods have smiled upon the Moses Mabhida Stadium, bringing a warm, inviting feeling for locals and visitors to the warmest place to be. Members of the public have been entertained by the host of the show and are now enjoying many of the side events.